No,
Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
cats are fun.
No. Anyway. Yes. So these actual stones, traditionally you can't procure so easily. But they're gemstones for enchanting, for enchantments. This is a necrotic gemstone. If enchanted into something, it will give a +4 to necrotic damage to whatever it's enchanted to. It's pretty common where you come from.
So we can infuse it in weapons, basically.
Could. Weapons, armor.
A rope dart.
I was thinking the same. I was literally thinking the same.
I think I'm just gonna sell it.
Can I have it?
No.
Can I have it?
Why not? You gonna sell it?
What? Well, um,
Fine
in the
offer.
book, it shows here that it's worth 2,000 gold pieces.
Never mind.
I don't know what it does, but it's worth 2,000 gold pieces. Do you have 2,000 gold pieces?
No, I don't think so.
Do you have something you could trade for it?
So, wait a minute. If it's worth so much and you want it, why do you want it?
Because it can be infused in a weapon and it gives necrotic damage.
Oh, that's useless.
For who?
Ouch.
Well, I mean, I
As
wanted
as the
money.
resident fighter, that hurts you, but I'm not there, so I don't know that this discussion is happening. But
As a
I feel
caster, you can understand why she thinks this is.
I feel a cold chill go down my spine as I'm sitting here cooking this meat.
Well, you're a caster too. How would that do you any good? It's an enchantment. Yeah.
I could enchant the dagger or the short sword that I have and have never used.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't even know why I have that, but yeah, I have one. So,
So nah, that's what I heard right there.
but no, somebody like Cedric would do a lot better.
Or in the spell book and hit people with the spell book and get necrotic damage.
You can enchant a spell book. It's dangerous. That's mixing two different magic
Have you
items.
tried it?
At number one, haven't you ever heard you don't put magic items in a magic item bag?
No.
No, I thought it was you don't put a bag of holding in a bag of holding.
You're asleep. Peter does a lot of talk sleeping. I don't know.
I mean, let's be honest, he probably does.
He just got ears. He can hear everything that's going on around him.
Okay, baby girl, I am petting you. Do you see this? Do you see this?
And I don't think we're being. I don't think we're whispering anyway, so we're being loud.
Yeah, so if Peter wants to wake up, he can.
Nope, Peter's getting his long rested.
So, can I have it?
No, it's still worth money.
Why do you want money? You're like 12.
Because we're going to a casino. Duh. Do you have any money?
You already know that I don't, but we're going
How
to
are
a
we gonna
casino
get
to get
in?
everybody.
How are
You
we
have
gonna?
4 copper pieces.
That's
it scares
something.
me how well he
How about
talks in his
this?
sleep.
How about this? Cedric, how about do you want it?
Depending.
I'll trade you my 250 silver pieces for your cloak that you got.
You know about the club?
Wait, what?
You don't know about that cloak. He hasn't admitted to anyone having it.
I thought that was way back when we did that dragon and I changed it. That's how he got it.
He did, but he hasn't admitted to any of the party that he has it.
Oh.
You are correct though. That is bargaining. That is a bargaining chip if you wanted to use it.
I have a cloak, I don't remember.
It's
But that's still.
Mm-hmm.
It's the cloak that changes spells element. It's a chromatic cloak. Great for a wizard or sorceress or a caster that casts spells. It's a good bargaining chip. Good memory though.
Yeah, I'd forgotten all about that.
So what do you do? I mean, now that you're remembered of it, you can say something, Cedric, but technically Azure doesn't bring it up to you because Azure doesn't know about it. Only you know about it.
I guess I can bring it up and say, well, I have. And he put it out of his Michael holding. I have this cloak.
And I will buy the cloak from you, Ava, for 250 silver.
But the stone is worth 1,000 gold pieces.
I understand that, but you're
Unless
you're
we're
amongst
going to-
family.
Unless we're going through a depression.
We're
it's-
going through a depression.
Unless we're going through a depression.
We're
that's
going
highway-
through a depression.
That's a highway robbery.
You bargain with your
That's highway
family.
robbery.
Ava, you bargain
Azure is
with your
like, can
family.
I trade you this giant nickel for that tiny dime?
Right?
How about I'll trade you the stone for the cloak?
Yes.
Wow. Now that girl's got two magical garments. We're just
Mhm.
letting her be Sailor Moon over here. Her own little magical girl.
And
Yep. I think it's great that the DM's NPC is the one that keeps accruing all the magical items.
as she
Not
passes,
just magical items, literally magical dresses.
as she passes, it passes you the stone, Cedric. She then takes the cloak and she looks over at Azure and says,
I'll trade you.
and you can see
No.
you see the like crooked look all over this child's face as she says,
For your father's book, it's not going to happen.
It could be temporary. For
It
however
could
long
be
you
never
have
right
it,
now.
I could
Mm-mm.
have it. Imagine what you could do with this.
Oh, well, just think how I know
And then
that
you don't
have
have
it
to
and you
spend
could share
any
it.
money. It's called borrowing. Isn't that what friends do? You were
But I
just talking
don't-
about what friends do.
I understand that, but I just right now I don't think it is the time for you to take my father's book. I'm sorry, Ava.
He's a con artist.
I'm sorry, Ava. I can't. Would you like to
I-
trade my father's book for your mother's book?
Well, no, because I needed to write the spells in.
Okay, well,
It doesn't work that way. That doesn't make any sense. It's useless.
but it means something to you, yes?
Right, but you still have the book.
But would I?
Yes, because we're in the same group.
Yeah, while you're writing down everything that's in it.
That's what sharing is.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Oh, okay. Well, I need to think about all of this, and I don't. And right now, I'm sorry. My answer is no, not right now. Maybe, but not right now.
You see, Mori, what you want to do is you just want to lightly touch the meat. So there's the
Wow.
lightest grill marks.
Ava, I love you, but not right now.
Okay, so
All right.
only one turn and
Why?
light grill marks.
I only have so many things from my family, and
I'm-
this is one of the only things I have.
Why does it always feel like I give and give and give, but no one helps me? I gave money. I've bought the tent. I've.
Because you're such a good girl.
But why can't I just? I'm not even offering to have the book. I'm just offering to see it for transfer.
I gave you 4 vials of blood. Caw.
Did I not tell you? Did I not tell you that one time we would sit down together, and we would look through this?
But I
book?
can't sit together and use a cloak with you.
No, but we could sit and look at the book together.
And when will that happen? Because you promised that a while back.
Well, when I feel that it's very important for you to do it, then we will do that together. I promise. I'm always good for my promises. I just don't think that we need to do that now.
You see her eyes narrow,
And she says, actually, you're not good for your promises.
and she
I am good for my
she's-
promises.
and she storms off with the cloak
You
over
just
her
threw
shoulder.
me across. You just threw me across the forest almost, and I helped you. Ava, please.
Can I go back to sleep now?
Ava, please. We will do this together. I would like to do this together as a bonding kind of thing, not where you demand. That's what friends do. And you're demanding.
I'm asking.
No,
And I'll-
you're pretty much
I am
demanding.
asking for a favor for a favor.
That's the way you see it. I see it as you are demanding, and then you get mad because you're not getting your way.
No, just expect whenever you don't get the cloak, you know why.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
She storms out of the tent. And then she looks
She's
over.
and Azure looks over at Sylvie and says she's really become a little
Oh,
bit
Sylvie's not in
spoiled.
there.
I'm going to walk up to Sylvie and say, you know,
Oh well,
she's really
she's heading
became a
towards
little
she's heading straight towards Sylvie too.
bit-
and she-
Oh, great.
As she walks over to Sylvie and Mori, and she says,
All right, well, Mori, so what do we do with this part? So we're going to dry this
So
and salt
the
it.
stone can add necrotic damage or necrotic energy to weapons or armor, and I traded it to Cedric because Cedric said he needed it, so I got this cloak, and because Azure said she wanted the cloak, so I got the cloak, and I just wanted to see her book, so that way she would have the cloak and have the ability to do something, so I could learn some stuff too.
I take a tiny piece of meat and just plop it in her mouth.
"Is it raw or is it cooked?"
No, cooked
we've
meat.
been-
Yeah,
we've
the
been cooking
cooked
it.
meat.
We've been
Yeah.
cooking it. Yeah,
Yeah, a bit of
we've
cooked
been grilling
kebab
it.
and just poof.
She chews on it, and she's like, I just don't understand. Why is it that I try my best to help, but I can't, the only one who wants to help me is Mori.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ava. I think it's fair that it is Azure's book and she should get to choose when other people get to see it. However, say that once she does that, then you are willing to trade the cloak with her.
But the whole reason I got the stone was for money, and now I'm gonna have to sell the cloak.
We'll figure out the way that you don't have to sell the cloak. Maybe we can sell some of these other components.
Who wants to buy meat?
Well, lots of people
Well-
want to buy meat. If we went to the Shadowfell, this meat would be fetch a high price. But I think that, if I'm not mistaken, did Peter only cut off meat? I thought he took other things too.
Yeah, he took an eyeball.
We'll make sure that you don't have to sell your cloak, Ava.
I have gems, by the way.
I mean, can't we make another stone, or is it just the one? Because there's a lot of dragon left.
No. The component is its soul. Technically, the necrotic damage, what I'm getting is the necrotic damage comes from the soul that's trapped inside.
How much is a sapphire worth?
Are you following her out there to ask that? Like, how
Yeah.
much?
Come here, you little brats. No, I'm just kidding.
So
No.
you see Azure walking out. Wait! I have a sapphire.
Yeah. Look what I just
see,
found.
There you go.
I have a
Ava, there
ruby
you go,
too.
Ava. Sapphire. We can trade the sapphire for money.
And
Yeah,
you would
I'll
have
ta-
your money.
I'll trade a sapphire. Sapphires normally go for 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
Why didn't you just say that?
Because I forgot I had it. Which was more expensive, a ruby or a sapphire?
Ruby. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Rubies are really expensive though.
Because I have a ruby too, but I'm not saying anything that I have it.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the situation, but most of the time it's rubies. Rubies are a little bit more expensive. She shows you the book. She shows her mother's book, and it has like all the gemstones and the price are equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
I had to read this last night because I have a lot of dice rocks.
You have dice rocks.
I have gemstones too.
Wow.
Yeah, she has a whole
Yeah, we
bag
knew
of
that.
them.
So would you like to trade this sapphire?
Yeah, that seems fair.
And then you can sell it and you can get your gold.
We just need entry amount, and I just don't want to. I don't want to sell the stones that I have from my mom.
I see. Now you understand.
I'm
why
not
I feel
asking you to sell your book. Stop saying that. I'm not asking you to give up something. It's not the equivalent. It's not the equivalent.
Okay. Okay.
Knowledge is
well-
meant to be shared.
We will share it. We will share it at the right time.
Ava, can you help me cut off some more meat? We're going to make some jerky.
Okay. So you give her the sapphire?
The sapphire, yeah.
What are we gonna if we're all eating the meat? What are we gonna feed PETA?
Mm.
Well, we can give him some jerky. Oh wait, does PETA eat meat?
No,
No.
I don't think I've ever seen PETA eat meat.
no, he's a rabbit.
It'll go
Well,
really
problem
good.
solved.
This cloak will go really good with my tiara of whatever. Remember? I had that too. I'll look like a queen,
Queen of Amman.
right? I have the tiara of something. I don't even know.
Dear
what it
God, I
is.
forgot how much her mother left her. She left her 5 emeralds, 6 diamonds, 4 sapphires, 1 opal, and 2 rubies. Now she's gonna have.
Holy cow!
And Tito was just left with trauma, more trauma, and more trauma, and his adopted mother now trapped in the locket on the queen.
I mean, Mori was left with trauma and bones, so
not a contest.
Here we are.
But isn't it though?
So Azure is winning in the Great Mother Award.
I mean, Sylvie's mother was fine.
Well, no, that's what Ava's mother left her.
Oh,
Yeah, but
well,
Yeah, Ava's
Yeah,
got
she
it, all
deserves a
those
lot.
stones.
she deserves all that. I kind of off her village.
And I had the
Um,
tiara of something, but it wasn't. It really didn't do anything. It wasn't like.
Ava,
Yeah.
could you assist me?
Mhm.
We walk away from everybody else.
So she's doing the math in her head. She's like, so I have 73 gold pieces, and we spent entry fee, and she's thinking to herself, we spent entry fees from the last casino was 5 gold pieces.
She's saying that out loud, or is she just
Yeah,
thinking
she's
it?
doing it out loud with her hands and everything.
Oh. I'm not sure. Well, I guess I don't know, but we will see. I'm not sure that there's going to be an entry fee. I have a feeling it's the kind of place that they want you to come in.
Well, that's what the lady said who caused the poop storm.
Oh, 5 gold pieces?
Well, I don't know if she said 5 gold pieces. She said there's an entry fee because she has a mark to allow her entry.
Well, we'll see. I think
I don't think
if
they
we
give
have
those
to come
out
up
for
with
free.
money, we'll come up with some money. I wanted to talk to you, though, about Azure and her book.
Hmm.
I think Azure is having trouble letting other people see the book because it is a memory of her father and happier times.
Isn't he alive?
I think so, but I don't know if they know where he is.
No, Azure's father turned into the dragon. Remember? That ate the king.
And
And
was
then they
turned back to a human and left to Sandos to be with his son. Azure's dad is not dead.
I thought he was dead.
No. That's why Ava's taking it so personally, because you're like the way you're like, oh, your mother and my father's book is the same, and she's like, my mother's dead, bitch.
Well, I
Like-
thought that Azure's dad was dead. I know her mother's dead, but I thought
her
that
mother's not dead
dad is-
either.
Oh, for God's sake! I got a whole family. I don't even know it.
Her mother's not dead neither, is because her mother went. The only reason your father left you a note basically saying he was going to regroup with your mom.
Okay, I don't
Giggity.
remember that.
You get her.
I don't remember that. Do you remember that, Robin? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember your father. I thought your mom ended up in Amman at some point,
Correct.
but
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
they're
That's
both.
My
some
brother did.
So
So
My
yes,
brother
so
ended up there.
your mom and your not Sando. So your mom and your brother are in Sando, and then your dad left you a message saying that he was going to regroup with her.
I don't remember that.
I
And
don't
I
think
know
Because
that
that's how you found out about your brother on the storyline.
yeah,
'Cause-
and I don't think Sylvie knows any of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tildy doesn't know any of that, but
Bub would. So,
So she's just
but
telling
the
Ava.
brother's dead, right?
technically,
Oh, your brother was.
he's-
Oh yeah,
Did
'cause
he-
he's-
Is he like
Jackman?
undead
Yeah.
in some way?
But you don't know that yet. But yes, he's
And-
technically undead, but he's alive. In your book, in your for your knowledge, he's alive. I don't know how to say it. Alive.
Okay.
So, but Sylvie's gonna say, so I know it can be frustrating, but I think you just have to be patient.
It's
But I think that
fine.
was a very nice trade that you made.
I'm not dead yet. Well, you will be in a moment. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
I just. I want to expand.
That could be very dangerous. I didn't say that to her.
Oh, you were. You're not technically you're not around. So
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah, I understand the impulse, but sometimes it is good to sit with what we have. You have, at least magically speaking, a lot, it seems.
I know. My mom was very, very impressive. I hope to be half as good as she was.
I'm sure you will be. Do you know anything about making potions?
No.
Maybe you could ask Azure to start with something small, like a healing potion or something.
Not really looking for something like that.
I know, but as a starting point.
I want to make this.
And she opens up her book and holds the book to you, and it says It says troll blood potion.
And what does this do?
She marked it in here, but if you drink it, it says for 1 hour you have regeneration powers. I don't really understand what that means. I'm curious.
Would I know what that means based on
Regeneration?
my worldly knowledge?
Survival. It'd be survival because you have to know about trolls.
That makes sense. 19.
Yeah, so you know that trolls traditionally they have a faster healing speed.
I think that it means that you have the healing factor of a troll. They regenerate faster than most creatures do. That's why they are very difficult to fight in a battle.
So I want to know how to make it. And the only way to know is if Azure's dad knows how to make it. It may not even be in the book, but Azure won't let me look to even know if it's in there.
Well, can you ask Azure if it's in the book?
I tried!
She says this her
No,
voice
she
cracks.
didn't ask for anything. She
said-
just wants to get the book.
I said I want to look at it. I even asked to only look at it for an hour. She won't
Well,
let
what
me.
if you ask? Can you ask Azure to look for you? Let's find out if it's even a something that's in the book first before we go to the next step.
I hate to say this, but every time I cast anything, everyone gives me weird looks. So I don't feel comfortable sometimes explaining stuff that comes out of my book because people get a little bit strange when I do things.
PETA gave you blood. He has not looked
Except
at you
for-
weird.
Except for PETA. PETA
I
gave me 6 vials of blood.
I think we are all not used to the kind of magic that you perform.
I very much would rather you use not your blood.
Right?
I think as we get used to it and understand how it works, it becomes at least less strange to me.
I think I'm gonna make a special concoction for PETA as a thank you with the dragon's blood that he gave me, but I'm not sure if it'll work.
Well, what if you... I know that she's not your favorite person right now, but what if
Mm-hmm.
you make the potion that you're making for PETA?
Oh, it's not a potion.
What is it? A drink?
No, I'm gonna cast runic writing onto PETA with the dragon's blood that he gave me.
I see. Okay, and what does it do?
Well, it's gonna hurt a little bit, but it should replace um his it should make his skin tougher.
Well, make
He
sure
gets
that you.
hurt a lot, and it's really hard to
he-
keep him up.
I cannot disagree with you about that.
Dragon bunny. Dragon bunny.
But
Dragon
just to
bunny.
make sure that you lay out all of the pros and cons of the situation before.
Well, I know, because
Before
I'm
you
not
do it.
tethered to him anymore. So, normally what the cool thing about being tethered is I could cast it upon myself, and then we both get the enchanted, or the blessing. I don't know what you want to call it. But, because we're not, I have to do it specifically onto him, and he likes to get naked a lot, and it's super weird.
Yeah, it is different. But as I said, if you ask him and make sure to tell him that it will hurt.
Make sure he knows how much damage we talking.
That seems like a nice thing to do. As a thank you.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
But I would.
it only hurt
I-
a little bit, I think, but it just says it hurts.
It's so there's no like. I mean, each creature is different in how they experience pain, but there's no like pain index anywhere in that book about what different qualifiers mean.
Like if you were to rate it on a scale of 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20, and would there be multiples?
Doesn't really say.
On a scale of I've been stabbed with a dagger to dear God, my arms are ripped off, where would you say you fit in?
I'm just curious. I mean, pain is a hard thing to measure from creature to creature, but
But if it's quantifiable in dice, Dennis might think about it.
Doesn't say.
what does it say?
Just says it hurts.
Does it say that the person might need healing afterwards, or?
Nope. It says it'll automatically feel better afterwards.
All right, we'll tell Peter that part too.
But Azure was terrified after I did my last spell, and all she was a spirit anchor, and the book, all it says slight pain.
Well, maybe that's a good the point to start building off of. If that is slight pain, then maybe more or less than that would hurt most people even more. That's probably a good thing to keep in mind.
I guess.
It's possible that your mother had a different, it's the term pain scale than most creatures.
I guess so. Azure didn't like getting stabbed at all. Like, she freaked out.
Normal.
I've been stabbing myself ever since I started casting.
I think most people aren't used to stabbing themselves to do magic.
You get used to it. She smiles.
Understandable, but it's probably also good to warn people that that will happen.
I feel like if they haven't realized by now, why should do I have to say it every time?
Honestly,
Mhm.
Probably until they tell you that you don't have to tell them anymore.
Got it.
So Azure's gonna walk out of the tent, and is there like a tree or a big rock around the tent or
Not really.
anything? Nothing. Is just
It's desolate.
okay. Well, she's just gonna go over there and sit on the ground, Indian style, and open up the book.
Crisscross
And-
applesauce.
Yep, and in the book is the letter from the dad.
Mhm.
Right. And she's gonna be over there looking at it, reading the letter. And she's gonna look over at Ava and say, Ava, come over here, please. Come sit next to me.
Why?
I want to show you something.
Push that. People online.
You want to show us something? What do you want to show me?
I want to show you why this book is so important to me.
I mean, it's made by your dad. I don't understand.
Well, come sit next to me and I'll show you.
She eyebrow raises a little bit as she seems confused. No, this feels like a trap.
It's not a trap.
Are we how? What? It sounds like a trap to me.
It's not a trap. Just come over here. I want to show you this letter.
No.
Okay.
She looks at you very confusedly after everything. She's like, this is definitely a trap.
It's not. And so Azure just goes back to just looking at the letter. Rereading the letter.
But dinner's almost done. Maury's been cooking it. And it actually tastes pretty good. So, Maury's getting better at cooking.
I'll be over in a few minutes. But Azure just keeps sitting there reading the letter over and over.
In a moment.
In the moment. Thinking about her mom and dad.
Azure,
Yes, Ava.
you need potion bottles to make potions.
Mm-hmm.
And a pot.
Mm-hmm.
And a wooden spoon.
Mm-hmm.
And you may want to get separate ones from the ones that we have.
Okay.
You don't have to show me your book yet. Sylvie says it's super important to you.
You know,
But
Ava, I've never even really looked at the book myself. It breaks my heart to open my book, to not know where my family is at, and have this letter that says they've gone off to wherever together. And here I sit. And the closest person to me growing up was the queen, and now she's gone. This is why I hold on to this book so much. I'll share this book with you. I don't have a problem sharing this book with you. But this book is as important to me as your mama's gemstones are to you. Because until I see my mom and dad again, this is all I have.
So they're dead?
No, according to this letter, this is what I was asking you to come look at.
Well, what does it say? What does the letter say?
That they got together, that my father went and he was getting together with my mother, and that's about it. He lived in Sandos or whatever. So I have no idea.
In Sando or Amon?
I think my brother is in Armand.
So you know where your
They're
family
probably
is.
in Armand. My brother was in Armand. I think my father may be in Armand with my mother. If I'm so confused, I'm not sure.
Why don't you just message them?
I just don't know what I would say at this moment. Why
Start
don't they
off with-
message? Why don't they message me?
Because they don't know where you're at, but you know where they're at.
Well, I'm sure if my dad was a big wizard, he would know. He could find me if he wanted to talk to me.
Now who's being pig-headed? She laughs and walks away.
Listen to that dog. So Azure just sits there and continues to read the book. Okay, so is that potion in my father's book?
She didn't bring it up to you.
I know, but is it in there?
You wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't know to look.
Right. But if I was looking through potions, if I saw anything with potions with dragon's blood,
I mean, there are some potions with dragon's blood. Yes.
yeah. Okay.
But it's not any.
There's just a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of potions.
Okay. Okay.
It's like it's kind of like a recipe book. Does a recipe book have blueberries in it? Probably. Probably a lot of recipes have blueberries in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so Azure's just gonna get up and she's gonna take hold on to her book and she's just gonna go into the tent and lay down and just curl up holding the book. Go to sleep.
Are we feeding everyone? Because everyone looks like they're going to bed.
Well, if they're not hungry, they're not hungry.
I mean, Peter doesn't eat meat, so he's just conked.
I personally, though, am hungry.
So
What?
we're eating.
We're eating, and if they come out in time, then they can have some of this. Otherwise, that's what the jerky is for.
Mari, do you want to trade books while we eat?
Sure, let's do it. I'm always down to learn new spells.
This is the one time you've heard of this, Sildy, while you've been around.
But I've heard of them sharing, you mean?
This opera, yes.
Sully just shrugs. Just be
Don't
careful, you two.
worry. We're not gonna take over the world yet.
Wow.
Yet.
What?
I think Mari has a 13 charisma. She's just making a joke.
Joke. Okay. All right. So you guys get a full rest, I imagine. We are resting.
I mean, I'll take it.
Right. You guys eat. And
you are well rested for your next battle or your next traveling. Unfortunately,
Which
no one
might lead to a battle.
I mean, Silty didn't even talk about that. I didn't tell anyone about the Yuanti that might be looking for you guys.
Well, they don't know where we're at, and they're probably not going to go near Dead Dragon.
I mean, I didn't really get a chance to.
Still, even
Maybe-
though Maury's going to, while reading the book, take a watch. While reading Ava's book, at least take a watch.
Yeah, because you're already fully rested.
Yep.
I tried to be asleep for at least an hour or two before Sylvie lays down so that I can wake up with at least like 2 hours so that I can help get everything ready to go.
All right,
Fair
then
enough.
I will take a long rest whenever I am able.
I feel like we'll start the next session in the morning.
Long rested and
Long
leveled up,
rested?
which means that I get to do an hour of going through my druid spells because that is what I'm going to do.
Yep. I mean, you'll be
I'm
able to
going
go
to
through all your.
unlearn all of them.
Also, make sure to add the robe to yourself, Azure. That's a big deal to have such a powerful cloak. And that cloak was treasure from the dragon, so please make sure you notate that too, because remember, that was what got you guys.
I'm sure it's fine.
That's what got you guys punished in the first place.
It's what got me punished. Yeah.
It's all fine.
I mean,
I'm not the one
technically,
that stole the robe, technically.
you don't know that because Cedric didn't say where he got it. But when the dragon sees you, that might. So, but just so it's notated. That means that any spell you cast that as an element, you can switch it.
Sure.
While you're wearing that robe to a different different element itself. All right. Let's go around the table. Everyone introduce themselves, where we find them, and what their favorite part of this session was. It was a little bit longer. I was expecting to get a little bit farther, but sometimes story happens that way. It is a delight. Nevertheless, as always, who would like to go first? I think Steph. Let's do Cedric. Cedric, are you asleep? Steffi? I think we might be asleep. We went a little bit long.
It might be already.
I think we did lose Seppi.
And that's valid.
It really is. All right. Let's bring us up to someone else. All right.
Who went next? I can go next.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Robin. This is basically where you can find me these days. I think my favorite part is when everybody was trying to figure out how to roast the meat. And I don't know if anybody knows about the YouTuber Ryan George, but he has this thing, like this running thing of the first person to ever ... And it really felt like the first person to ever figure out how to cook meat. You really made me laugh. But if we put the wooden staff in to cook the
God.
meat.
Thank God for Azure at that moment. I was like, please God. Not the magical wooden staff.
I really like that part. And then, Ava and Azure trying to negotiate their relationship. And Azure maybe thinking about her family. Not that Sylvie necessarily knew what she was doing over there, but still. So who knows? Maybe after we rescue the queen, there'll be a detour to Amon.
I swear to God, Cat, get off my tower. You've already almost turned the computer off once.
And I also like how many gems everybody has except for me.
I don't. I think I left one of mine on the blacksmith that I robbed, and I might have also left one on the table to pay your debt. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was pretty nice that you left that. That was a huge, huge boon for that person.
I do remember leaving one.
You left like a grossly over paid.
Well, Pete is an idiot.
Hey,
when it
no,
comes
that
to-
server was stupidly. That person was stupidly happy. I remember. I was like, oh my god. They're like, I can retire. I hated these people. Now I enjoy them. Please come back anytime now.
Anytime.
We've all been a
We're
server.
almost done. You just have to wait a few more moments.
Speaking of Dennis, you go next then.
Hi, my name is Dennis, and you can find me here on Wednesdays playing your delightful little druid bard. My favorite part was gutting and ripping apart the carcass. Also, favorite descriptor of the night. I definitely think I win the award.
I
Uh,
would have to agree. I would have to agree.
That one was still really funny.
Gonorrhea.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh my
gonorrhea
God.
of
I
the
was trying
throat.
to. Why did you have to actually say it? I was trying to block it out.
Gonorrhea of the throat is definitely something that I will never forget.
Never. We'll never forget. But yeah, and I also really like that that we do know where we don't know, but Sylvie knows where the casino is, and that we did still end up taking a long rest because I thought that it would be good if it was an hour away. We should probably just stay in camp. But yeah, super excited that we're gonna go straight into this right off the bat. That's pretty exciting.
Go lose a bunch of money.
Well, no, honestly, Peta's gonna walk right in there, steal the stage from whoever's performing at that current moment. You guys are all gonna figure out the entrance to the secret lair, and then we're gonna break in.
Who's telling these plans to each other? Because I feel like PETA's the only one aware of these plans.
You
Peta
are
has a
correct.
whole little setup drawn out in the sand. He's got little miniatures for us. Everything. He's like, you guys go here, 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 here. I'm going here.
Oh
We
my
can't
god.
have anyone lose any more money.
Oh, that's gonna happen. Not only do you have to battle not only do you have to battle your actual enemy, you now will, or once Sildy gets into that place, you will have to fight with Sildy a little bit and Sildy's urges.
True.
Sylvie said her worst is her intelligence or her wisdom.
Oh my. I don't know if she's ever admitted that out loud to Peta at all. Maybe Robin did about Sildy, but I don't think Sildy's ever said shit. I don't think that's something that Sildy outwardly just talks about.
I mean, because we can all figure out a way, but I could also probably wrestle Sylvie. But she is finally stronger than me, so I don't know.
Yeah, and she knows how to wrestle better than you.
Yeah, that is true. I can wrestle animals, and you're not an animal.
I
I'll
would.
just hog tie you.
Only in the sack. I mean,
Oh my god.
too far.
Oh my god.
Love that.
How did we get here?
I mean, we know how we got here. It's all good.
We have question. We have two secretly horny people on this this table.
Is it a
I mean,
secret?
I don't think it's really a secret with Silde. She kind of was doing it with Lucan up in the sky right outside the castle, so I don't know that it's super secret.
Good point. Good point. Good point. Who's next? Raging Rita, you go next.
I'm Raging Rita, and you can find me here on Wednesdays playing Azure. And tonight was just a good night all the way around. We've been gone for so long that it was just nice to be back in the groove of things. I kind of expected Sildy to just say, "No, God, I'm just gonna go on in."
Oh
When
God.
she
no.
knocked on the door, I was like, "Please don't go in."
I
And I
wanted to make
liked it.
everybody feel nervous.
Right? I was definitely nervous. I thought she's going in alone. And Dennis doing his naked dance with the tearing the
Oh my
dragon
God.
apart was pretty good.
With
And
the saxophone,
Cedric-
it was so perfect.
And Cedric taking his clothes off and going right along. It was like the naked
what is-
dance.
What is wrong with us?
And then Maury's just like over there just trying to mind her own business. I'll just cook the meat. Y'all just sit there and do whatever you want to do. I'll just cook the meat. And then I'm going to sit over here and create a great big troll. That was
It's
pretty
the
good.
little jobs that help the party go.
That's
by.
right. That's right.
Oh, I did appreciate that I had a chance to make Sildy grilled head. That also was really fun.
And you flip it
That's
this
good.
way.
You flip it this way. Now you see Maury.
If it wasn't for that, I was gonna have Maury roll actual survival for cooking. I don't know how well it would have been. Why don't you roll survival just to give us a taste? What would have happened?
Let's see here. Roll 20. Survival. +2. Okay, let's see how this goes. Is it not /R? Oh, it's /space. That's what it is. There we go.
Oh yeah.
9.
Yeah, it's really a good thing we had Tildy out there.
Like I said, 4 out of 10 times. It's really
Yeah,
good.
Not bad. Not bad. Could have been gross. Could have been gross. Still edible. Could have been gross though.
How slimy.
I assume it would have been really tough for some reason. That's why I assumed I imagine Maury going to the
Tough for
well
Bert.
well done side.
Charred.
Oh, for sure.
It's not. It's just a little chewy. You just have to chew really hard. Why does it hurt my teeth to try to chew it though?
Look, I only know how to cook things one way, and it's necrotic.
And it's leather. So just be happy you're eating turkey.
Oh God. All right, Maury, wrap us up, or Caston, wrap us up.
I am Caston. You can find me places at the internet at Badlot Live and here on Wednesdays playing Maury. Tonight, my favorite part was Ava's interaction with everybody. Ava and Azure was really good. Ava and Sylvie. Ava and Maury is always going to be great. It's just fun. And then getting kicked off stream because of a storm was amazing. I love that.
Oh yeah, that was.
Is it still going?
A little bit. It's just raining right now.
It's supposed to head this way.
So.
Yay!
Yay! Fun times.
Yay.
Ava's
But we're
always
not
fun.
supposed to have it as bad, so that's a good thing.
So yeah, no, tonight was fun.
Hopefully it doesn't get too bad, but it is one of those Ava, I will say Ava is definitely one of those characters that sometimes I forget as an NPC that she is still a child. So sometimes I have to remind myself that because I'll be distracted with the plot line and I'll be like, oh yeah, she's still a child. So therefore, sometimes every once in a while she needs to act up just a little bit. Like all good children do when they don't
Right.
when they don't understand something. I appreciate everyone for coming out tonight. We really appreciate all the bits, the donations, and the subs. Please see us next week on Wednesday where we play some more Once Upon a Leap, and hopefully we can get into that casino and see where we go. Maybe we'll see a dancing PETA. Maybe.
I hope so.
Hopefully we'll see a dancing PETA with clothes on.
No, that's not what I'm hoping
Probably
for.
not.
I can't make any promises.
Pete'll probably do a strip tease.
I have to make sure that I draw enough attention to me while you guys are doing the snooping. Because I only trust 2 of you to snoop.
Okay, who are the 2?
And it's Sildy
That makes sense.
and Cedric.
That makes
Yep.
sense.
That's
And
right.
the other 3, I need to stay put. And I don't
Oh, boy.
know.
I don't know. Sylvie's been teased a lot by these tales of naked PETA. She might have to just stay and see the
The show.
full
Well,
performance.
I mean, honestly, I shouldn't trust Sildy alone in a casino, so it might just have to be.
The
Oh
only
God,
the only way to keep Sildy distracted.
is by titty and a
What?
little bit of thigh meat. Even though
What?
Peter does not have titties, but he'll
No,
find
it's like-
someone that does.
What?
He'll find someone that does, but Peter has thigh meat and booty.
That's true.
Yeah, it's well established that Sylvie is definitely pansexual. So, you know,
And it's been well established that Peter has an ass for days.
Definitely has a lot of asset for sure. Definitely a lot of assets.
it's
Look.
finally time that PETA becomes an asset to this party.
By showing off the assets, yes. All right. Thanks so much, everyone, for coming out. We really appreciate it. Hopefully see you next Wednesday. Just a heads up, just to give you, there's going to be more stuff coming out here pretty soon. More opportunities. We didn't see a lot of people interested in to be or not to be a villain, which is completely honest. I 100% understand why, because the game is just too it's too heavy for heavy of an ask for players. If you're ever interested in playing it, definitely I recommend heavily looking it up or watching videos first before purchasing the book. It does require your players to know a lot about a pre-made character that's already built for them. So it's a lot, and it heavily pushes in-game fighting. So it could be kind of devastating for someone to learn so much about a character and then only play one round.
Oh,
Yeah. Did you just walk naked in front of the camera?
no. That was just my arm.
Okay.
My phone is like set up
Okay.
towards the ceiling.
Okay, I was just curious. I saw. Anyway, there is something coming out here pretty soon, though. The next game that is going to be releasing is Scum and Villainy, which is going to be a space adventure game. The gameplay is a lot easier to play. It will be space pirates, so that's good. A lot easier, a lot more understanding. Till then, we probably will have more shorter campaign. Till that one releases, I'm working on something in the works to kind of subdue that before then. We also have a ASMR
an ASMR campaign that's going to be releasing, hopefully, which will be ASMR D&D. Hopefully the recordings sound just as great so you can listen to them while you're sleeping. It will be every other Friday or something like that at night. It'll be D&D After Dark.
All scrolls all the time.
All scrolls all the time. All right. Thanks so much for everyone for coming out. Appreciate you. Safe sails. Bye.
Night.
Bye.